was talking about my girlfriend Pam on the other video. Pam is the map, but the word Pam is all, which means honey. So again, there's this treasure hunt, and I found it for myself. So now I'm ready to find that for other people. My self esteem is measurable, but in truth, is off the charts. But I've measured it to worth worth my weight in gold. I've waited a long time, let's just say that. And so I come up with the number 3.341. And I also had alluded to that conversation. 341 in the military was a piece of paper that I know at least trainees carried on them, but it was for either excellence or for reprimand. For many years, I had only thought about it for the side of reprimand. So if you said I pull a 341, that's like, especially to a nerd, it's like pulling a gun out. It's like taking a stripe off. Um, so I've since learned that I am gold to God. I am golden. I am treasure in the sight of God and science. God put me on the map, on the periodic element map with my birth date in gold. And I'm going to keep saying it as much as I can on these videos so that, um, again, I brand it, I make it a big part of my brand, the AU brand. Um, the real live Jeffersons. I don't have to keep up with the Joneses. I'm the Jeffersons. We move it on up. Okay. So, the beauty of the gift of breaking down words, of loving all language, linguistics, etymology, anagrams, homophones, homonyms, sonograms, you name it, the word will not hurt me. Um, so, faith comes by hearing, and faith is something we don't hope for, is called fearing. So when you fear something using your own creative mind based on what you've heard, then you're using your faith in a destructive way. So, um, not to worry though, for what we can break down and destroy, we can build back up. So I think that's why we have 3-day workshops and stuff like that. And by the way, if you find this video and my personality worth its salt, then feel free to contact me for a um, 3-day workshop. You would like for me to run a 3-day workshop for you? I would love to do something like that. Just pull out my butcher board, my whiteboard, my blackboard, my green board, just every color background we can think of, but definitely that green board. That takes us all the way back to school. That opens up the kindergarten brain and the money. Okay, before money was important, but again, even our lunch money, 15 cents or whatever for milk or whatever, and again, we ate at home. Okay, just saying, but there came a time where lunch money and food stamps and all that kind of stuff became a subject. So I'm here again. Dollar sign. Go ask Val. Be part of making me the multi millionaire that I already am. In my mind's eye, in my e bank, my V bank. Um, Teaching you how to personalize your wealth using your name, using your sense of humor, using your zodiac sign, using your age, your weight. Doesn't matter. Whatever everything that you are, none of what you're not. Don't let somebody tell you that you are evil just because evil is in the world. No, I understand what evil is. It's a word. It's an excuse for people to be selfish and fearful and act out. So, no, I'm none of those things. I got my act together. Okay? So you could put that evil on the Soul Train scramble board and turn it to live or alive. You got so many more options than being evil. Even find yourself an apostrophe, use your pinky finger and I've L or L I've. Tell L what you've done. Confess your faults. So that's what I'm about, using words instead of us going out looking under microscopes, telescopes, kaleidoscopes, all these scopes, instead of prodding and probing people. Look at words on a paper. There's a lot less invasive, it's a lot more intimate without being, like I say, barbaric, cutting and slicing and splicing, missing the point. Keep it all there on a piece of paper. Your name, how many vowels are in your first name? How many letters are in your name? Do you know what your name means? It's a quick, easy look up on babynames.com. You know, go make them expand their website. Everybody that don't know their name or need to check out other names, go check it out. It's like not knowing what a fork is for. A little mermaid just picking her hair out with a fork. That's not what it's for. So if we don't know your name, we don't know what you're for, you know. And my name means strength or worth. Women and men of valor. I'm in the Bible. I'm an angel. My middle name is Angel Line, so I'm a line of angels all by myself. I know other lines. I know other people that carry a lineage that was not broken or that was able to be repaired, and they were able to put the pieces back together. And I'm such a person. So if you're one of those, nice to meet you. And we can shake hands. We can do it all. Okay. But I think I get my point across in less than 10 minutes. I'm always mindful of digitals and what's that other thing? Matrix, the binaries. Buy means two. And people think that they got to buy one, they got to buy two. Um, that's why I started trying to learn how to ride a unicycle. I'm like, I'm gonna get this by myself, and then I'll share it. So I found out who I am. I discovered my name. I discovered my birth date, like on the periodic table of elements under gold. Because I believe in the Bible. I believe in the scripts. Again, it's big. It's a book. I believe in a dictionary too. I believe in a thesaurus. I believe in. If there's not one out there, an etymology book, I would love to be a part of one. Um, Making sure that gets done. So look up the word etymology. It actually means like in and through and up, all up in that, throughout and around. It covers it all as best as it can when you're talking about creation of words and what words mean and their pathology. So there's no greater gift I believe I could have been bestowed, because it gets rid of the the dis, which again it ends up being dishes and discs and discipline, all of these words that uh, again get people kind of riled up one way or the other. So to me, these are breakthroughs, these videos, because I applied for a job again, and it was one that I feel like I could tolerate as far as the products and things like that, because I believe now in all things. Um, the pay though, um, yes, again, it's talk about small beginnings. Um, but this is the offset that I needed. I felt like I needed some kind of resistance. So if I do get the position, I will be promoting it as an entrepreneur, and maybe even, get my own store one day or branch off. But I wanted to make sure I got something that would allow me to at least transfer, because they're nationwide. So I will be asking that question in my interview. If you would also want to know, like, it's time for me to go back to work. This entrepreneur thing, it sounds glamorous, but right now, if you just found it's not for you, again, do not let somebody make you feel bad for that. Um, there's a reason why, you know, W-2s. But anyway, I'll help you with that. Again, pay me now. Pay me so I don't have to take this job, this job. Um, I want to be paid to scrutinize because I'm real good at it. If you're one of those people that is trying to find that 0.5% difference in your company, it's like, yeah, we're at 99.9, but yeah, where's that point one? Yeah, thank you. If you're that kind of person, I'm your lady, I'm your man, I'm your needle in your eye. Um, if I find the needle in the haystack by using a magnet. That's how you do that. So I find problems that they lift, and even in the Bible. Yes, I said it. Scaredy cats, I ain't afraid to say it. It's a mirror backwards and forwards. So again, not Hebrew. Hebrew is not faith in the OT overtime. Uh, Genesis 11 and 1, the Tower of Babel story was created. So for me, again, I've been given the keys to unscramble that. Again, like any key, there has to be a need for access. So if you need access to a particular part of your life, um, again, first of all, this is free because it's just so much information. Um, Look at what you've been writing to, what you've been scribing, what you, whatever report, and you put your name on it. That's your blood. That ink pen is an extension of your ink. So think before you sign. Am I agreeing to all of this? So again, they put a lot of papers on you, and I feel some kind of way when I click on things that say I've read this or I agree to all of these terms, knowing that, you know, it's like you're not going to get this app if you don't, you know. So what is your alternative? That's the kind of trickery of the knowledge of good and evil. Don't make it seem like these two grown ups standing there next to a snake thinking about eating a piece of apple and you don't see none of the other trees really. You see them sort of naked. It's a bad illustration. So come up with your own idea of what it means to be caught between a rock and a hard place. When you can't seem to make a decision between good and good or best and bestest, asbestos, you know. Like I say, I'm your person. I'm your person because I'm not going to get all caught up in the environmental side of it. I get into the literary side of it. I really want to take that word back literally. I really want to take it back for Jesus because it's what y'all call literal is not literal. I mean, he literally, no, 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 he practically, physically, biologically, he animatedly, he did not literally, unless again you're talking in the ethers. That's a good point. I think I'll try to close with that. Seven Bomar, I love listening to him. Um, he was talking about the aethers, and it just took me straight to EA Sports. It's in the game. But anyway, it took me to how that alpha letter has been removed from the Ethernet. Um, and again, it's a play on Esau and um, Jacob, Jacob being trickster, Israel being Isis, Ra, and Elohim, or Israel, spelled differently. it's just, again, it's a whole puzzle, but it's all in words so that you don't have to get dirty physically with your hands in this world. If you do it in the heavenly, it's what Tesla was about. That's why he was worth his salt, so to speak. Tesla, e-salt. He thought so many things through mechanically in his mind, because his mind worked like a machine, that by the time he executed it, it was, again, it was just from his gray print, his gray matter. So that's, you're just bypassing the white man, the paper man. Yeah. But anyway, everybody in the Wizard of Osmosis is you. This is me tearing down the curtain, the microphone. I'm it. I'm me. It's time. Um, yeah, I need to say that, and I invite you to do the same. That's what it's all about. It's not just look at me. I'm just all that by myself. No, you're it too. I'm tagging you. Um, like the video, comment, let yourself know that I know we're it. Okay, and what does that mean? Again, now you can find people that's talking your language. I talk nonviolence. I speak about beyond health and healing and wholeness. Let's play the game, make the money, the cash app, dollar sign, go ask Val. Start that gifting money train. You can donate to the channel. Thank you all in advance, or thank you, ink you all in advance. I will write your name down. I pray for people just by name, by the alphabet. A on the first of the month, B on the second day of the month. And if I don't do that consciously, again, I understand the power of now and words and intention. God didn't keep recreating the earth. He created one man and one woman, prototype to speak, and then he let y'all do the rest. In theory. In theory, again, he has his hand all over stuff, but I'm saying in the sense of it's the invisible hand of God. Osmosis happens now by the first command of yesterday, long time ago, from the beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again, like I said it in the other video. What part of God are you missing? If God created the heaven and the earth, God created the forests and the trees, God created the unity and harmony and function, what part are you missing? Because what's in the cake is in the cupcake. What's in the cake is in the crumb. There's not just flour in the crumb. There's egg, flour, vanilla. You only have a little bit of vanilla, but it's still in the crumb. It's proportionately. So I'm a big portion. I'm a big deal. Okay? And the house always wins. And you're the house. You always win. Win what? What you've been saying. And I've been saying I'm multi-millionaire, and so are you. So to all the people who's got a name that's in the alphabet, and even those who are formerly known, I pray for you. Whether you're on this side, that side, whether you've lost your physical material body, or you're in the ethers or the aethers, the gaithers, it doesn't matter. I pray for you. I hunt for you. I look out. All 7.9 billion people, and my birthday is 7.9. You see how awesome God is about me, about you. That's what makes me special. I know you got some kind of special superpower on your side. That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear from all seven. Represent all 7.9 billion people. I ain't got to make this up no more. It's been made up for me. That just shows the dedication And again, I let me be honest, use my ebonics. I be tripping sometimes. It's like I really do know what this means in a sense and in some dollars. I know what this means. Sometimes it felt absolutely positively unbearable and just cruel and unusual punishment. Other times it's like, man, this was so easy. It's like who, and that's where your polarizations come from. Okay, it's no different than when you pregnant and giving labor, giving delivery, and delivering a big piece of yourself and don't get it out. You know, it's not a girl, it's not a boy, it's not the child of God, it's not the Most High. It's get it out. Then when you get it out, it's like, oh my God, you beautiful. Oh, you need a sister, brother. And you ain't even closed up yet. That's how it works. That's a scripture. I'm using my own paraphrase, but that's scripture. You know, like I said, there was a script. There was a message today. Prisoners prophesy, and I saw son right there in the middle of prison. Prisoner. I also understand a prism being full spectrum. You know, we're all the colors in everybody. You know, stop looking at skin tone. Be bigger than that. Look in the ethers. Look at the birth chart. Okay, you'll find out. You know, we all written in the stars. Um, that's it for now. This is good. Let's keep it short. Let's keep it sweet. All right, I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses with a little saliva. Okay, okay, it won't kill you. Promise. You're gonna want it anyway. I love you. Talk to you later.